My name is Ciarán Hourican and welcome to H Training. I want to talk to you today about the application form procedure for the public and civil service. This is something that we've done quite a lot of work with for a range of clients at all levels. And what we find is that people can be very daunted by, first of all, the size of the application form and also kind of understanding how best to present yourself via the competencies. The majority of what you'll see in the form is biographical, career history, education, desired areas where you'd like to be placed or within which you can work. But the bit that people tend to struggle with the most are the competencies. The competencies it's straightforward, but people can tend to overcomplicate it by speaking of themselves in general terms, okay? What we really want from a competency is a specific time, specific information, and specific actions you took to affect the outcome of a given scenario. This is something that we have a lot of experience with, and I regularly say to my clients that it is an advantage if we work with you from the application form, okay? Now, if you've submitted your application form and you've gotten an interview, don't worry, okay? It's done what it's supposed to do, right? And we can build on what you've submitted from here. But really with the application form, what we're doing is we're setting out our stall, okay? This is who I am, this is how I operate. Here's an array of examples that show you that. It's important to make sure that the application form is accessible, okay? We've sat on our fair share of interview boards in our time. It doesn't always endear you to the interview panel if you've kind of rambled on for a bit too long. There's been a lot of efforts with a lot of the different forms that some of you will be aware of to reduce the word count. This would be something we support, but again, within those words, it can be between 200, 300, sometimes 500 words. It's important that you're really revealing who you are, okay? Some people go into this kind of performance mode in interviews. That's not something that we endorse, okay? What is it that you bring to this role, okay? How will you excel in it? Think of it in terms of a transaction, right? We're providing them with information, okay, in order to satisfy the criteria that the particular department has set out. It's a very straightforward process, but it does throw quite a lot of people, so don't worry if you're a little bit overwhelmed with it. This is something we have a lot of experience with. Typically, when we meet people for the first time with application forms, it's about a 2-hour session, okay? So if you click on our Book Now tab, you can select the application form process and select our nearest availability, okay? This can be limited, so be sure not to wait too long. Let's get you to fill out that application form and prepare you for the next phase, which is the interview. Ultimately, what we want is you to get the job. This is the first step in that direction. Get in touch today, and we look forward to seeing what makes you better.